this will kill lower end cutting edge guilds. Yeah, I mean, like, add-ons and weak auras certainly carry less good players more than more sufficient players. But clearly what also needs to happen is the content needs to be designed differently with this stuff not being there. That is true. But how that's going to go the very first season this comes out, I think it'll have growing pains. But even though it'll have growing pains, I still think this is... By the way, I fully support them doing this. I think this is a great idea. I think it's going to take a long time. I hope they do it right. They need to do it right. They don't need to rush it, and they're aware of that clearly. But like, I still think this is good for the game. Certainly good for the game. I'm a fan of this. But I still have reservations on how they would do it, right? That's cap. Multiple Race World First Raiders have text-to-speech reminders for every ability. What did I say that was cap? I said add-ons carry less good players more than good players. Both what you said and what I said can be true, right? Someone who's competing in the Race World First, even though they don't need the help as much as someone else, they have more cognitive, let's just say theoretically a better player will have more cognitive ability to handle not having the fight kill you, which it's trying to do, and also doing the most damage possible. But you're still going to take, even if it makes you 0.5% better, you're still going to have this thing handle this thing for you, right? That being said, if you remove all of the crazy customization that we are using, and then, by the way, everyone just downloads our fucking weak aura pack as soon as we're done and then uses it for their raid or uses echoes or something else, right? Or reloads. They're using the same thing we are using. No more, no less. That is going to help a player that has less cognitive ability or maybe doesn't play this game for a fucking job. It's going to help those people more. It is going to carry their performance more than someone who plays this game all the time and plays it at the highest level possible. You're going to have a bigger drop-off when all this is gone. How much of it they bake into the game is possible? Let's just like say in this scenario right now, let's just say all add-ons are removed tomorrow and Blizzard does not have any replacements for all of them. The skill difference and like how much that's going to affect a like lower cutting edge guild versus like how much it's going to affect the people that are the very best at this game. It is going to affect the lower performing players significantly more because very simply a crutch is going to help someone that has lower skill significantly more than someone with much, much higher skill because they have more cognitive ability to deal with this because they do it all the time, right? They help us, but they don't help us as much, right? Does that make sense for the guy who said that? I'm assuming not. I'm getting a not going to change your mind vibe, but hopefully it does.